Hello guys, welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be something a little bit different than my normal MLB and NFL content, and we're going to be doing an NBA bracket. Yeah, I know, NBA on this channel, shocking, but I do really enjoy watching basketball, especially the Bucks, so I decided with the playoffs done, the play-in tournaments done, might as well get my predictions out there. So let's go ahead and get started with the Western Conference. First round, we have the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Nuggets, led by Nikola Jokic, the two-time MVP, best record in the West, have been struggling recently, but I do think they are a more sound unit than the Timberwolves, who are lucky to get in. So I'm going to go with Denver let's go in 5 games to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. Next, we get to a very interesting series between the Phoenix Suns and the LA Clippers. The Suns made a big splash at the trade deadline, adding Kevin Durant to the core of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. But they haven't been playing as much together, so it will be interesting to see how they do. Versus the Clippers, who have been struggling again with injuries to Kawhi and Paul George, so we don't know how exactly that's going to go. I do think Phoenix is going to win the series. I think adding Kevin Durant just alone is going to make them a very competitive game. So I'm going to say Phoenix in 6. Next up, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. The Kings are making their first playoff appearance since 2006 versus the defending champion Golden State Warriors. Now, the thing with the Kings is their defense is crap. Absolute crap. And the Warriors could exploit that. But I'm going with the feel-good story. I think the Kings are going to win this game. They're going to claw and fight. They're going to win this series in 7 games. I know, weird to say that, but that's how I'm doing. And then we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the LA Lakers. The Lakers have been on a roll heading into the playoffs. AD and LeBron have been playing well together. D'Angelo Russell has been good. Memphis, kind of an interesting take. Don't really know what they're going to do. But I'm going to go with the Lakers in 7, mainly because I think if AD and LeBron are both playing healthy and combined very well together, I don't think Memphis can handle them. So West semifinals is Denver, Phoenix, Sacramento, and LA. And then we get to the Eastern Conference, Bucks versus Heat. The Heat have been struggling, to say the least. The Bucks, best record in the NBA. Really good team, great defense, good offense. Will Chris Middleton be healthy? That is indeed the question. So even with Middleton out, with Holiday playing the way he is, guys like Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez stepping up, I think the Bucks are going to win 5. I don't think it's going to be a sweep, mainly because that's just how I don't think there's going to be many sweeps in the NBA this year. And then we get a very interesting series between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. The Cavs have one of the best defenses in the NBA, up there with like teams like the Bucks and the Grizzlies. And the Knicks have been playing really well with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle at the helm. But I do think Cleveland has a talent with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley to win the series. I think they're going to win in a 6. It's going to be a fun, competitive series, but I think their defensive prowess and their high-end guard talent will win the series. Then we get to the Philadelphia 76ers, led by MVP frontrunner Joel Embiid and James Harden, versus the Brooklyn Nets, who were really here because, well, the East kind of sucks again, and they're kind of were buoyed by Kyrie and KD before they were both traded away. But Mikal Bridges have been playing fantastic for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win a couple games just based on Bridges alone. And also the historic playoff struggles of the Sixers could be a thing. But I do think the Sixers will get it done in 6 games. And then we get Boston versus Atlanta. Atlanta, I don't trust them at all. They've been basically a 500 team all year. Boston's too talented. I'm going to say Boston in 5. And then we get up here to the semifinals, Denver versus Phoenix. Now, this is going to be a very interesting series, as I think Phoenix is a more talented team. I think they got better talent. I think they're going to try to pick on Jokic in defense, as he's not necessarily the greatest defender there. He's still good. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still a great defender, a good defender, but he is still a weakness, especially guys like if Aiden could really take advantage of it and bully on pick and rolls, could be really interesting. So I do think Phoenix is actually going to beat Denver. It's going to be a close series. I'm going to say it in 7. Phoenix is going to win just because the talent is just better. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton. Like, that's a really impressive core. Then we get the Sacramento Kings versus the LA Lakers, a rematch of the infamous 0-1 Western Conference semifinals. Sacramento, I think, can beat them. I'm going to say Sacramento in 7. I'm really high in Sacramento. I'm probably going to be really wrong, but I really want to see them do well in these playoffs. And I don't want the Lakers to move on. So I'm going to go Phoenix and Sacramento in the Western Conference Finals. Then we get to the East semifinals. The Bucks and Cavaliers are going to be a very interesting game, as the Cleveland Cavaliers have done pretty well against the Bucks. Granted, they never faced the Bucks when the Bucks were fully healthy. I went to one of the games in person when the Cavs won by like 10 points when Giannis was out. But I do think the Bucks are the more talented team. They're going to probably win this series in 6 games. I think they're just more offensively dominant than the Cavs. I mean, you got Giannis, Holiday, Middleton, who are probably going to be healthy by this point, and Lopez with the deep bench. I think Milwaukee is going to win that series. Then we get to a very interesting series prediction: Philadelphia versus Boston. Philly, led by Embiid and Harden, versus Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all these other great players for Boston. I think Boston is definitely the deeper team than Philadelphia, so I think I'm going to go with Boston in 7-7. Milwaukee, Boston, Phoenix, Sacramento finals. And in the finals, Sacramento's run is going to come to an end with the Suns going to win in 5. They're just way, way, way too talented to really have the Sacramento Kings play. For a really good year for Sacramento, so I'm going to go with that. Then Milwaukee versus Boston, a rematch of last year's series that went into 7 games even without Chris Middleton. And I think this Bucks team is even better than the team last season. And so I'm saying Bucks in 6 over Boston, because I just think Milwaukee is better than Boston. Then we get a rematch of the finals 2 years ago between Phoenix and Milwaukee. This one is going to be interesting because KD is a real difference maker for Phoenix, as this is probably going to be Chris Paul's last run as a series title contender with Booker and Ayton there as well, versus Milwaukee, who has improved with Giannis, Middleton, Holiday is having a career, and Brook Lopez playing some of the best defense of his life. This is going to be a hard-fought series. Like, this can go either way. I'm going to be a homer. I'm going to say Milwaukee is going to win this in 7 games. I think home court is going to be a big advantage for Milwaukee in this. So I'm going to go with, I'll do that later. And so I'm going to say a 5-point margin for the NBA Finals there. And that is going to be that's my prediction. Milwaukee is going to win the NBA Finals in 7 games over the Phoenix Suns. I really do think that. Stop it. I will sign up later. And so let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll see you again very, very soon.